You know how shocked? Actually, I wasn't that shocked to find out that Richiesjournal was on this conscious stuff. Oh, the world is waking up, man, and it feels really good because I think we're going to move into an age where we either stop what's coming, we form the new earth, or it's going to lean into government control and everything and surveillance and AI. But I think we got a pretty strong chance with the way things are going on in the world. But, you know, and that's sort of the inspiration for this commentary rampage. I just want to talk about all the wild stuff that my mind has been aware of, and I'm like, God damn, where do the scales fall? Where do the scales fall? Are we tipping the balance to a utopia? Or are we tipping the balance into apocalypse? I don't know. But I feel like before things get better, as people say, they have to get a lot worse. So I think with AI and everything that's been going on, people have been definitely waking up tired of this shit. And we're seeing awakenings all over the place. Thank you guys for tapping into the frequency. Remember to be your authentic self. Be you. Love yourself. And spread that love. A new era is coming, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm glad to be around for it. And it's so funny because on the clock, oh, dude, why does my clock say 11:11? For some reason, my computer says 11:11, but it's 11:13. Guess that's the energy of this video. Let's get it.
So the other day, I made this post talking about how the government wants us to be separated so that we never unite. And despite the fact that I literally laid that all out, people still want to fucking fight, bro. It made me realize that the government has successfully fucked up media literacy, that the audience cannot read the message if it was right in front of them. Call it schizophrenic if you want, but we are literally God in disguise, and I am tired of pretending like we aren't. Every system in this world profits off of separation. Race, gender, class, money, religion. And we're all programmed to believe that we are separate, that we are disconnected, and that we are small. But that's the illusion, because under all of this, we are the same consciousness. We're made of the same stuff. And me personally, I would like to skip to the timeline that we can start fucking acting like it. Because at the end of the day, the atoms that make the stars are the same atoms that make us. So if you want to build a new earth, it starts when we stop identifying with the illusion and we just start remembering that we are one, we are divine, and we all come from the same source. If you want to build this new earth frequency with me and you want reminders to step out of that illusion, hit follow and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Wow. Man, the events going on in this world are absolutely nuts right now. I hope you guys are leveling up your level of discernment, critical thinking, and staying sharp. Ooh, stay sharp out there. There's a lot of misinformation. There's a lot of information, and there's just a ton. I've decided to back up from the information. Like I said, I've been having a great time out in nature with the love of my life, kind of getting away from the internet, only coming on here to really make videos because, you know, I'm passionate. It's my creative outlet. I like making videos. So I come on here to channel, and then I go back to the world outside of the internet. But man, it is wild times we're in. Shout out to Richiesjournal. Got just seen his new Instagram come out of nowhere a long time ago, and I was like, whoa, this guy happens to be conscious. And then it made me think about Natalie Tran, if you know her as a creator, but she likes some posts that are like she's aware. So that's really cool to see. I like to see the certain individuals that are at the top that I thought a long time ago when I first awakened that were growing, and other individuals that I've seen pretty much knew this. Actually, when I discovered the power of I am, when my higher self brought me to him, which was really, really fucking cool. I have a lot of cool experiences with him and synchronicities. And people are finding me through his channel that, what was it? What was I about to say? I don't know where I was going with that. Maybe it'll come back to me. Just this whole idea of like, people are waking up a lot more. So shout out to Richie. Again, the video will be linked down below. Give all the credits to the original owner. But let's get into this video. Yeah, you guys, I'm just like he said in the video, I'm tired of being tired. I'm tired of sitting here and pretending like we're not all source, bro. We are consciousness. The power is in our hands, and they don't want you to know this. They want first of all, there's so many layers to how they're keeping everybody distracted. One is that death. That's why I've taken so long to make this video, because I didn't want to be one of the people, and I've seen conscious creators, and again, I'm not trying to get on a high horse. I don't care. Whatever your prerogative is, or you wanted to make a video as soon as this guy was, taken out, go ahead. Me, I didn't want to do it. It felt odd. I listened to my soul. There's no reason for appearing like anything, but I did plan to talk about it. Actually, I had this conversation with the love of my life a bunch of times, like, yo, I'm gonna make a video on this. She told me to be careful. And that's the thing I want to talk about too. It's about free speech. They want to scare you guys into thinking that you can't speak about this. But if I want to make something very apparent, there's a certain woman who has a podcast who, is talking about this, because that was her best friend. You guys know who I'm talking about. I don't want to say their name. I don't want to invoke the name, but there's a video of her literally saying she's a Mason, which I hope that doesn't go over you guys' heads, but the world is a stage. This is literally not saying that again, murder is wrong. I'm on that side of it. But again, was it set up? Was it planned? I mean, the numbers, the footage, the suspects, the "see you in Valhalla" comment. Are you guys seeing this shit? Or I'm so glad so many people are, because they do think you guys are that dumb. I really want y'all to understand. I've been seeing this stuff with my brother for almost like 7 years. We awakened a long time ago to what the world already was. And then I ended up learning from my elders who were conscious that this stuff was going on or engineered for a while. I'm talking from the music and everything. It is all engineered. This shit is a stage. The world is a stage. Now, that's not meant to scare you. Don't get scared. I remember when I started this channel in the beginning and made a video like this, and some dude was like, you sound paranoid. And I was, I'm not. I'm telling you that the world is a stage, that you don't have to take this thing so seriously, because shit, the people at the top are not taking you serious. Like, I mean, there's so much weird things that are rising above this whole situation that happened, over like over a week and some days ago. And it's like, listen, you guys, there was so much odd stuff, like a book popping up that was published a day before the event happens. Then the book gets wiped. I have all this footage. I'm going to be making a video on this, and I'm going to be making a video on other things. But again, like I want to say, for entertainment purposes only, they are catching you. And I would like to say, for entertainment purposes, they are scared of unity. You guys, this isn't about right or left. Can the revolutionaries or the revolutionary soul that is inside your spirit realize that? Whether it was staged in the sense that they took somebody, a character off the world stage, it's like, kind of look at this though. They shock value, desensitizing you. They did it in front of you while there was a school shooting on the same day. Like, yeah, come on, guys. And the numbers with the 33 years old, the 33, the number 33, prayed 33 times, murder by numbers. They are showing y'all all the signs. You just have to be the one to pick it up, pay attention to what it is, and move forward. Don't let all the discourse reel you in, because it's about energy. Remember, this is why I do say this, is I feel like the real spiritual warfare is your own mind, but the spiritual warfare that is external of you is that they want your mind. That is why there's a lot of rage bait on the internet now. There's a lot of rage baiting in politics, and then there's a lot of rage bait in the events that happen. But then the real events that take place, they try to overshadow, which is what happened in Nepal. For entertainment purposes only, they were watching One Piece over there. They were flying the One Piece flag. Because why? Have you guys watched One Piece? This is why I rep One Piece till the day I die. I knew when I awakened and I went back and watched One Piece how fucking crazy the story of One Piece is, and what they were basically trying to say about the world government. But it's just entertainment. And then over here in the US, there was like rumors going around. I seen like a headline that talked about they were trying to ban anime. Why do you think they are trying to ban anime? Why do you think they would try to do that? Anime awakens that thing within your soul. It awakens bro, I hope you guys are paying attention to what is going on. If you're somebody who may still be slightly asleep, it's time to wake up. Wakey, wakey, it's time for school, because we got a lot going on. And it is definitely a spiritual warfare. But what I want you to understand is the only true spiritual warfare is within your mind. So try to remove yourself from it. Try to see the signs and try to just help your neighbor, guys. It's about unity. Like my whole message, my whole, even this channel that exists, and why I talk about awakening and throw in metaphysics in my gaming and everything, is because it's about unity. If you recognize that you are source and there's nothing that you need outside of yourself, you can't really harm one another. Because if I know that I am all things, I am wealth, I am love, I am all of these things, and we are one, then there's no reason I have to get over on a brother. There's no reason I need, you know what I'm saying? And we'd be able to manage things like food, health, wealth, all these things we'd be able to manage for each person way better, because we would see each other on a soul level and not this human basis bullshit. Because this human thinking has got everyone tripping. Right or left, ego, whose points are right, black, white. That is the illusion, bro, and it has been catching people for years. But again, what I've learned in all my studies of the occult and metaphysics is that not everyone was meant to awaken at the same time. And shit, I don't even know what would happen if it did. I would like to be alive to see that. And honestly, this timeline is seeming a little bit like it is, but I'm not 100% sure. But at the end of the day, I will always look and keep my focus and my awareness on that coming, because I've done that in the background every day. I prayed for what was going on in a certain place, over there with the children and all that. I've kept in my mind that we're moving towards the more positive new world, all of it. And I feel like my thoughts line up with the results of what happened in Nepal. I don't know if the person elected in Nepal is a part of some bloodline, but at the end of the day, these are all aspects you got to look at. Critical thinking. You guys got to unleash your critical thinking, but always understand that the world is you. Remember, this whole thing is mirroring your mind. That's why I love to see the creators who were talking about how this whole event that happened a week and some days ago was an energy harvest. It was really about attention, because it really was about attention. Pull your attention. Pull your attention. Pull your attention. See, what's so funny is people say the Matrix wasn't a movie, it was a documentary. And I want to bring that up really quickly. In the Matrix, what was it? If you've seen the movie, if you haven't seen the movie, go and watch the movie now. What was the movie about? It was about Neo becoming a one, all this, and it would figure out what the Matrix was, or learning about what it was. He was just a normal dude in his computer programmer in his room, all that. Then he's the one, right? What else? It was an AI, or a robotic alien race, whatever, feasting on individuals, keeping them asleep in these pods. Now, real life is not that dramatic, but it's dramatic in the sense that spiritual warfare and how the Matrix is parallels our reality is that you see AI becoming a big thing. But what's the one thing? Why haven't they keep showing you that every year AI is getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and all this. And they, you got the Fear, you got iRobot and all these movies that predictive program you, right? But why haven't they taken out humans? Why have they not just fully replaced us yet? That's the thing, because if you watch movies like The Matrix, it still needs a battery source. It needs an organic source. Start putting the puzzle pieces together. They can't knock out the thing that channels the soul. They can't knock out the receiver. They've been trying to do it millennia, reincarnation after reincarnation. Why can't you get rid of the source? Why can't you knock out the source? You see what I'm saying? Put it together, you guys. AI. People think it's going to replace our jobs, replace all this stuff. All these things coming together. All these distractions. But who is it they need to distract? Why is it you? Start asking that question and you will see it becomes very clear very fast. It is your mind they want. It is your heart, your mind, your soul. And they do not want the unity. They do not want the Fortnite of reality happening. They don't want Fortnite in real life. Let me just say that right now, because we're meant to be having fun on this series. I don't want to doom and gloom and scare the shit out of y'all. They don't want Fortnite. That is it. They do not want the Fortnite of reality. And if you get what I mean when I'm saying that, they don't want the D&D bros going with the sports football bros, and then those bros to connect with the real like nerdy people over here to the geeks, and then they don't want the geeks and the LGBTQs to unite with the radical red concern. They don't want this type of unity. They don't want the Fortnite crossover event, because if the Fortnite crossover event happens, it's up for everyone on their side. It's up. It's up. It's so up. And that's the thing. These people are not realizing it. They're not realizing it soon enough. You know, so there's going to be a lot of people getting left behind. But I definitely think that there is a very, very large majority of people that are actually waking up. And again, there's this YouTube channel that my love and I discovered over the summer called Discover Connection. And I think his channel is a beautiful example of what I think is really going on in the background that they don't highlight, is that in these videos that he makes, honestly, just go and look for yourself. But this whole idea that the world, there was somebody in his video when they were hitchhiking across America that they said that we're not as divided as the media makes it out to be. And I truly wholeheartedly believe this. I believe we are way more connected and united than ever than what the media tries to portray. There's still a large majority that aren't getting it, still getting caught up in right and left and who was good and who was whatever. And it's not about that. It's deeper than that. A dude was killed for free speech, apparently what they made it look like or how they framed around it. And look, murder, not good, especially for free speech. The fear monger of trying to get you to be quiet. No, we don't need that. Nepal, very good example. Entertainment purposes only, by the way. Rise together. Help your neighbor. Be more open. Be receiving. Be Christ-like. We are gods. We are source. We are in this together. Come on. United we stand. Divided we fall. Much love in Moonlight, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of here. Peace.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began with a new art form.